Yeah, so I started Rocketspace 5 years ago in 2011, and the basic thesis around it was starting a company in isolation really sucks. It's really hard, and it's a lonely job. It's a lonely job being an entrepreneur. And it was really, we studied people like Y-Combinator and what they were doing at the incubation stage, and saying when these successful companies come out of incubators, where do they go? Is there another high-quality community that they can go to? And that's where Rocketspace really started. So to get into Rocketspace, you have to be at least seed funded. You have to be a technology company. We've had 750 companies through there in the 5 years. 15 of them have managed to make it to the mystical unicorn status, Uber being one of the kind of leaders in that pack. It's as healthy as ever. We get 15 to 20 applications a week. We probably choose what we hope are the best of those, maybe 2 or 3 a month. It's creating that ecosystem to help them accelerate in their growth.
So how do you decide between those 10 to 20 startups which come through your office door?
So for us, the selection process is pretty easy. Because everyone's raised money, we look at the quality of the funders. It's by far the easiest criteria. So if we see a good quality investor or a good quality incubation program, certainly YC, 500 startups, a number of others, then those would put people to the top of the list. But fortunately, we don't have to choose on the basis of the company or the projected success of the company. We're doing it off the back of the investors who have done more due diligence than we ever would.
And what's the mood you're seeing amongst your startups? I mean, I know when you run a lot of events, for example, and I looked at some of them. One was benefits of exercising stock options early, which sounded a bit ominous. And another one was how to not run out of funding. So I'd be interested in the kind of mood amongst your startups.
Yeah, I think I've only been in the Valley for, 9 years, but I think it's safe to say there's probably never been as much money in the Valley as there is now. And that creates, it's good in some regards, but it creates a lot of problems in other regards. So there's a lot of money, which means there's a lot of competition, which means it kind of drives down the sort of, it creates a lot of companies rather than a lot of talent focusing on a few big problems. We have small amounts of talent focusing on incremental problems, so that comes back to the point that Bruce is making.